So what we're going to be looking at today is division of polynomials, particularly cubics. And so why do we want to be able to do this? Well, it helps us to factorise a cubic. And of course, when we factorise things, we can find x-intercepts for our graph. So let's wind it back a little bit and let's start the process of division. So here we are going to divide 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus 15x minus 3 by x minus 2. So long division, you might have done long division when you were in primary school, but not like this. So x minus 2 goes outside because that's what you're dividing into, and you're dividing it into 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus 15x minus 3. Okay, so what you ask yourself then is, how many times does x go into 2x cubed? And the answer is, well, 2x squared, because x times 2x squared should give you 2x cubed. All right, so then 2x squared times x is 2x cubed, and 2x squared times minus 2 is minus 4x squared. And that's our aim all the time, is to get those two terms at the beginning the same so we can cancel them out by subtracting. So 2x cubed minus 2x cubed cancels out. And we've got minus 7x squared minus minus, so plus 4x squared gives me minus 3x squared. All right, next thing to do is bring down the 15x. And we start the process all over again. We ask ourselves, how many times does x go into 3x squared? Or really, what do I need to multiply x by to get 3x squared? And the answer would be minus 3x. So minus 3x times x is minus 3x squared. Minus 3x times minus 2 is plus 6x. Okay, subtract. Those two things cancel out. And we've got 15 take away 6x, which is 9x. All right, we start the process all over again. This time now we bring down the minus 3. And we say, how many times does x go into 9x? Or x times what gives 9x? And the answer is 9. So we get 9 times x is 9x. 9 times minus 2 is minus 18. Again, subtract. So those two things cancel. And you have minus 3 plus 18. Minus 3 plus 18 is positive 15. So when we divide 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus 15x minus 3 by x minus 2, our answer is 2x squared minus 3x plus 9, and we have 15 left over. Well, they want us to write it in this format here. P of x is equal to, now d of x is what you're dividing by, which was x minus 2. Q of x is the quotient. That's what you end up with, which is 2x squared minus 3x plus 9. Okay, and then we add on our remainder, which is equal to 15. So this was d of x, this is q of x, and this is our r of x. So that's the way they want us to write it. Okay, so let's do one more. So this time we're dividing 3x to the power of 4 minus 9x squared plus 27x minus 8. This is actually a quartic because the highest power is 4, and we're dividing it by x minus 2. So x minus 2 is our divisor, and we are dividing it into 3x to the power of 4. Now notice here that you don't have an x to the power of 3. When you are doing division, you have to have every power of x. So I'm going to write plus 0x cubed. That's a really important thing to remember there. All right, so 0x cubed, continue on, minus 9x squared plus 27x minus 8. Okay, that's what we're dividing into this time. So let's try it. So let's start off. We ask ourselves, how many times is x going to 3x to the power of 4? Or what do I need to multiply x by to get 3x to the power of 4? Well, I've got to multiply it by 3x to the power of 3. All right, so that gives me, when I multiply it back out, that gives me 3x to the power of 4. 3x cubed times x is 3x to the power of 4. 3x cubed times minus 2 is minus 6x cubed. Notice how all the powers are lining up. That's why we had to add in that 0x cubed. Subtract, that's gone. And then you get 0, take away minus 6x cubed, and you get positive 6x cubed. And then you are going to bring down the next thing, which is minus 9x squared. So let's start again. And we say x times what gives you 6x cubed, and the answer would be positive 6x squared. So 6x squared times x is 6x cubed. 6x squared times minus 2 would be minus 12x squared. Subtract, and they cancel out. Again, that's what we want to create, so that's what we've done. And we've got minus 9 minus minus. So minus 9 plus 12 gives me 3x squared. Continuing on, we bring down the 27x now. So plus 27x. Let's start the process all over again. We ask ourselves, x times what gives me 3x squared? And the answer is plus 3x. So 3x times 3x times x is 3x squared. 3x times minus 2 is minus 6x. Subtract, cancels down. 27 minus minus, which is plus, gives me 33x. All right, and then we're up to the last one here. All right, which we now have to bring down the minus 8. Okay, and we ask ourselves, x times what gives you 33x? And the answer is plus 33. All right, so 33 times x is 33x. 33 times minus 2 is minus 66. And of course we subtract, and those two cancel out. And you have minus 8 minus minus, so plus 66 gives you 54. So the final thing to do here is write it in the right format. P of x is equal to x minus 2 outside of. Now our quotient is the answer to a division, which is 3x cubed plus 6x squared plus 3x plus 33. And don't forget to add on your remainder. And so now that is your d of x. This is your q of x. And that is your r of x. All right, so that is division of polynomials.